Hello my darlings, I'm Twiste and today I'm going to be talking to you about a movie sequel that is a complete surprise for me. I'm going to talk to you about Ouija, the origin of evil. The story is about a widowed mother and her two daughters. They perform this seance scam business. One day the mom decides to buy a Ouija board to add to the scam, and as it turns out, it's real and there are real spirits being conjured at their house. The youngest daughter is the one that is affected by it the most, and the mother is believing that this is all a gift, that she is a medium, and this will help them out with their business. And it turns out to be the worst idea ever because shit starts to happen. Now, when I first seen the original Ouija movie, it was absolutely atrocious. I gave it half of 1 out of 5 stars because it was just so horrible, so I didn't even have that much expectation for this one. However, this movie surprised me greatly. I couldn't believe that I was watching something that was this good, in all honesty. The chemistry between all of the characters is absolutely wonderful. You actually believe that they are all family, of how much they love and they care about one another. And there are several scares, but it has a ton of tension buildup, so it just sits and stays in your system while you're watching the film. You're expecting something scary to happen, but in reality it's just building up little by little and causing tension and causing uneasiness. It's really, really good. Another reason why I think this movie did a lot better than what I was expecting it to is because the director is Mike Flanagan. If you don't know who Mike Flanagan is, he directed Oculus, he wrote and directed Hush, and he also did Before I Wake. And those were actually really good horror films that had a lot of tension, lots of build-up, and I can now see why this was a lot more of a success than I thought it was going to be. Alright my darlings, let's get down to business of what it has and what it has not, and I will let you know if Ouija, Origin of Evil is worth watching, or if you should just never ever play with a spirit board. One major horror cliche, and this was actually a cliche that was in the original Ouija board movie, and that is when anybody's gathering around, they put their hands down on the planchette, and when it starts to move, people start to say, "Oh, are you moving it? No, I'm not moving it. No, I'm not moving it." That type of thing. But then again, I guess that kind of happens when it comes to these type of horror subject movies, when it talks about a spirit board or a planchette or a Ouija board altogether. So I guess in a way this kind of works, but at the same time I'm sick and tired of seeing it. Total amount of eerie moments. There are 10 eerie moments. These eerie moments were caused by long silences and just made you feel completely uneasy and, without a doubt, very uncomfortable. One eerie moment, and you've actually seen this eerie moment in the movie trailer for it, it is when the mom is testing out the Ouija board herself. She is manipulating it to see how she'll be able to use it for her seance scams, and suddenly Doris starts to become slightly possessed. She starts to say that her name is Martin. Yes, we can hear you. We can also see you. And then when the mom is done, they stop and she goes back to normal. I found it even more eerie because Doris and her sister were upstairs in this big sister's bedroom, and the mom was all the way downstairs, so it's not like she could hear her mom or even tease her about what she was doing. Total amount of suspenseful moments. There are 5 suspenseful moments, and because this is brand new and out, I'm not going to tell you anything about it. All I can say is that these suspenseful moments made my heart race, it made it jump, and it just really got me on edge. Total amount of jump scares. There are 3 jump scares, and the 3 jump scares that I'm qualifying were dumb. Well, actually one was dumb, but it was done hilariously. The oldest sister, she is at a party with a bunch of her friends and they're playing with the Ouija board. Mind you, this is the friend's Ouija board. This isn't the Ouija board that's going to be used throughout the main of the movie. So then what happens is they're playing and one of the friends is totally freaked out and spooked by it, and it's really quiet, and one of the girls says, "If there's a spirit here, make yourself known." And they are just waiting and waiting, and then suddenly the friend's mom pops in and she opens the door wide and she says, "What the hell are you doing?" And one of the friends just starts screaming bloody murder. And yeah, that is a dumb jump scare, but it's also kind of funny. It makes the eldest daughter very skeptical of the whole Ouija board situation. I'm gonna give Ouija the Origin of Evil 4 out of 5 stars. This was surprisingly very good, and I was blown away by it. These moments were actually quite terrifying, and they put me on the edge of my seat, and I kind of wish that they would have done this movie and then the other Ouija movie, because then it would be a justifiable sequel that sucked. But this sequel is so much better than the original. So if you guys just want to watch The Origin of Evil, go ahead, and then just completely ignore the Ouija movie. So have any of you guys seen Ouija, Origin of Evil? What did you think about it? Do you have any stories that pertain to a Ouija board? And if so, I want to know. Please write your comments down below and we will have a discussion about that. Do you have a horror movie you would like for me to review? Old or new, or even a foreign movie? Please write them down below and I will get to them as soon as I possibly can. If you liked what you've seen, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more, please hit the subscribe button. So, until next time, my loves.